Hey everybody, I'm behind the camera. I would turn it around, but I don't have that option right now. I'm going to show y'all some plants and stuff that I started growing in the house. There's the tomato. It was like these. I started it from like these. This one doesn't have any roots on it yet. Well, let's see. No, it doesn't have any roots on it yet. But that's how I started that tomato plant. From a little snippet like this. And I done that. That was from last year's tomato plants. Go around the table. All my seeds and bananas. And there's the girls. There they are. That's what's left of the girls. And I got these two starter kits from actually dirt cheap for like $3. And it holds 72 plants in it. And as you can see, those are my just regular slicing cucumbers. I got pickling cucumbers that's coming up. My squash. This is bell peppers, Jubilee watermelons, and sugar baby watermelons, which those haven't come up yet. I planted this one on the 2nd of this month, March 2nd. Yeah, March. And they've come up. Supposed to take to about like 7 to 10 days for them to germinate and everything, I think. But these come up like real fast. And in this one, I have squash, cabbage. What is that? Beefsteak tomatoes, Better Boys, the Beef Masters, and some Romas. As you can see, they're coming up. So those are planted on the 1st. That's when I got my seeds, and I planted them on the same day. So I've just been growing them here in the house. I mean, no fancy seed, no fancy lights or anything like that. As you can see, I have one sitting in a chair, and I've got one sitting on a footstool right in front of a window. And yesterday I took them out and set them on a table outside for probably about 20 minutes. Brought them back inside, just kept them in the sun. But they're going to stay in front of the window and until they all come up. But it's not a fancy setup. I mean, it's very basic. Like, I don't have the money to go out and buy all the light kits and all that stuff. And really, I put 2 seeds to a thing. I put 2 seeds. And every seed I put in there has come up. So far, knock on wood, a 100% success so far. But I'm not going to count my eggs before they hatch. So I'm going to wait and see, and I've got to get my garden spot tilled up and all my rows done. But my tomato plant from last year, I mean, come on now. Oops, there goes drinks. I mean, it's got, let me move the curtain out of the way. Well, I touched it, but I mean, it's got blooms on it, but there's no tomatoes on it. But I have, oh, those are onions. Those are red onions. I have got tomato plants from just clippings from, I'm using that big one as a parent plant. I'm just, like this one, I'll take and snip it off. And that'll be another tomato plant. I'll take and snip this one off up here. That'll be another one. If I wanted to. But that's it. Just simple. Nothing fancy. Everything very, very easy. Just using just a little hot houses right here. When they get very, very steamed up, you can't even see in there, like very foggy, I don't open them. Because that's that greenhouse effect. And that's what is making everything germinate. So, that's it. Everything is basic. Nothing expensive. Everything very cheap. Except my tomatoes. The Beef Master is a hybrid tomato. Wonder why it's not focusing. There it goes. The Roma tomato. The beefsteak. See, there's the beefsteak, the Beef Master hybrid. Beefsteak. Better Boy. I love tomatoes, as you can tell. Cabbage. Love cabbage. Love squash. There's the sugar babies. Cucumbers. I love cucumbers. Love bell peppers. I love cooking with bell peppers. And I just got these from the co-op, which is just pickling cucumbers and squash. There's my pickling cucumbers. I love to pickle cucumbers. Well, I love pickles. But there's the Jubilee watermelons. They grow huge. Radishes, I just grow them because the people around me love them. And turnips. Got to have turnips. That is like a must. Tomatoes and turnips and everything else. I mean, the radishes can be left out, but the turnips and the squash and the cucumbers and the tomatoes is a must-have. I'm not doing corn this year because I get my corn from somewhere else. But that's it. That's what I'm doing this year for my garden. And I just got to get the garden spot ready. So, if you want to start a garden, I mean, you can even do these in pots. You can put these like in pots in your backyard or on a porch. Because we've grown turnips and cabbage in a pot over winter. And they do good. But it's very easy, not expensive whatsoever to do. I mean, I've probably spent about $30. That's about it. On everything. About $30. Most expensive thing I bought was the garden hoe and the garden rake. Because ours is broke. But that's it. I mean, it's not expensive. And it's very easy. You can tell. I mean, I don't have the fancy lights and all that stuff to do the seed starting. But as you can see, the method, it doesn't matter. It works. And on the cucumbers and cabbage and stuff like that, it's a 100% success on growing them. Just like this, 100. Just this and the good old sun from outdoors. No fertilizer. There's the girls. We had one of our horses go to a new home, so I had let the filly out. So the filly's out there with the girls. But that's it. If you're wanting to grow, go ahead. I mean, there's nothing like growing your own food. You know what's in it. You know what fertilizers are in it and everything. And as far as fertilizers go, I don't use fertilizers for the first 2 years because the spot I have them on, has not been planted since 2010 or 2011. And I get the drain off from the lot from those girls. So it's very rich. But that's it. So I hope you liked the video. Thumbs up and share and comment. And y'all have a good day. Bye. Oop, there it is.